The day started off like any other normal day for Martin Wilcox. He opened his lollipop wrapper, ate his daily lollipop, but suddenly something was different. He realized it was his hand who did everything for him. And then he began to wonder, could his hand do everything? He realized it could. He could lift weights. He could scratch himself with his hand. He could play guitar. He could hold a mouse. Then, after scratching his genitals one evening, he discovered something better. His hand provided pleasure. Pleasure so overwhelming that he came all over the place instantaneously. Martin was in love. He realized he could pet cats. He could hold remotes. Open doors. Grab various objects. With Martin and his hand, anything could be accomplished. With the exception that his hands became jealous and developed competition. See, Martin equally loved his feet. He discovered he could walk with them places. However, one downside was they could not provide the pleasure his hands had once provided him with. Distraught, Martin was forced to choose his hands or his feet. But then he decided, well, what if I didn't have to choose? So he cut. It was a very scary thing for him to do, but alas, a brave one. He cut off his hand. And then his foot. He refused to make his hand and his feet battle. He left one of each and was forced to go to the hospital. After a very long recovery time, and with the help of a very loyal friend, he invented Sally. With his one remaining hand and one remaining foot, he would live peacefully with Sally and the foot punishing Sally when she was naughty, of course. Martin fell in love with Sally. He kissed her regularly. He enjoyed the company of Sally always. Sally was his one true friend and helped him through all the remaining tough times. Sally was good. Sally was great until they started fighting, which they unfortunately did more and more frequently. In order to punish Sally, he used his foot. The foot beat Sally relentlessly. However, Sally was not as easy as his other hand used to be. During one masturbation session, she tried to bite off Martin's testicles. It was rough. It was rough, to say the least. There was lots of blood, but Sally was nonetheless beautiful. Beautiful and is, until she became very unhappy. Sally would rebel. It was a regular evening for Martin. He was sleeping on the couch when Sally decided it was time to escape. She simply walked away. She walked across the basement floor, hoping to reach freedom somehow, somewhere. She crossed the floor ever so bravely. Sally climbed and climbed and climbed some more up the staircase. She was a very brave hand. She collapsed a couple times, but she kept going, and she persisted no matter what, towards her freedom. Alas, she reached the top of the staircase. Upon reaching it, she began to crawl towards the kitchen. Going into the kitchen, crawling slowly but surely towards the knives. It took a lot of effort, but this brave little hand was so fed up with masturbation, She desired to get away so severely she would kill her owner. She crawled across the basement floor towards her victim, Martin. Martin, still unknowing, still asleep, was killed. Martin was dead, and Sally was free to do whatever she pleased.